Hey, welcome. This is Ben with Studio on the Lake. Hey, this is Jordy Johnson's over at Carving Fusion. 3 mushroom and a gnome challenge. You have to have 3 mushrooms and a gnome. I'm not participating in the challenge per se, other than Jordy did ask me to go ahead and carve a prize, if I would carve a prize that was to be given out. So here's a prize carving that Jordy is going to give away. I think it's August 1st that it closes down, and it's Carving Fusion, the Facebook group that Jordy has so much success with over there. And I just carved a quick plaque out for that. I think I'll probably do another carving. This is a little gnome with a chainsaw. 3 gnomes are in there. Here's a steel chainsaw with a carving dime bar carving tip on it, and he carved a spirit, mushroom spirit man in there. So here we go.
All right, so this will be the second video of the Carving Fusion Challenge. The first video was I carved the gnome. The second video as well, I'm going to carve 3 mushrooms because you got to carve 3 mushrooms to be accepted into the challenge. So I went to somebody, even if you're a very beginning wood carver, like I said in the first video of this challenge, everybody has a chance to win this. Everybody has a chance to win a Dremel 4000. At Just Carve Rob's piece that he's.
So there's the gnome challenge, and he did mention putting it on a base. I didn't put this on a base. I'm going to do a second one. I just wanted to get this one done for something for those of you that may not want a base or have it and would rather have a plaque. So I've been doing a lot of plaques and stuff. I still have one more commission piece to do, and my time is limited. It's spring up here in the Northwoods, and I'm going to start working on the studio. So first thing I did was I just took a standard piece of pine. Nothing special about this. It's 3/4 regular pine. I drew a gnome in. I thought I wanted to put a gnome in there, get the 3 mushrooms, and then I thought I would incorporate something that Jordy Johnson is the master of, which is doing spirit faces. So enjoy. And as always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I know I've been quite busy here the last several months, and I'm getting to the point now where I'm finally going to have a little bit of time. But of course, spring is here. Garden needs to be put in. Lakefront needs to be cleaned up. And like I said, I do have one commission piece there. I've got 3 or 4 videos that are filmed. That the filming is done. I just let the camera run in the background when I work out in the studio. And then as I get time, I edit. So I'm down in Iowa this week, and I had a chance to do some editing. I'm way behind, and I've been really bad about focusing and putting work on the channel. So here's another one for those of you that are subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. Like and comment. As always, I enjoy the comments. So welcome along for the ride. This is a power carving video. And at some point, I'm going to go back and start to do the basic series. Several of the people I still owe a bunch of stuff. I've got some stuff on doing a raven in there. I did a little bus stop sign. I did a table sign for a kid. You'll see those in the future, and you'll see hints of some of the commission stuff. So this is an Oz Plus micro carver. It has a green saber burr in there. And I'm just going to go ahead and outline the basics of this. So you can see I drew it kind of in a picture frame concept. And then I did 3 oak leaves on each of the corners. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint this. You saw the initial one there with the initial paint on it. It was sealed with shellac, which gives the amber shellac, which gives the wood a really interesting tone as far as I'm concerned. And but I tried to carve this kind of a picture frame on the outside and the carving on the inside of that. So I'm just going to go around and outline it. This thing does its own, it kind of has a depth that it wants to go to, and I let it do that. And I'll go around and carve the outline, the majority of the elements in there, leaving the high spots that I want. Now I've switched over to a ball burr. I like the ball burrs, and the reason I like the ball burrs, and this is a Cutzall, I believe, And the reason I like the ball burrs is I can go any direction with them. I can take that power carver and use it like a pencil. I'm just amazed. You guys need to go over and check out Just Carve Rob is carving a gift to give away. Jordy is carving away in addition to giving away a Dremel 4000 and that sort of stuff. So if you came over from Jordy's channel and you like what I'm doing too, go ahead and subscribe. But if you haven't seen those guys, go check Jordy Johnson, Carving Fusion out. And the links are all down below of the folks that I follow. And then Rob at Just Carve Rob also. So this is what would be considered a low relief. And at what you'll see the majority of, you're not going to get a whole lot of carving information out of this other than to find out that you can sit and waste your time and treat this like a drawing. So we put the old spirit face in. You got the mushroom delineated out on the corner there, and I just thought it was kind of unique to kind of stay in character. So there's his nose, a couple of nostrils thrown in there, and the eyes. All right. So I've switched over to a ruby bit. I know Jordy doesn't use ruby bits. I don't think Rob uses a whole lot of them. They're about 15, 18 bucks a piece. I really like them. This is a coarse ruby bit, and you can get them from Rocky Mountain Wood Carver Supply in various different places. It's not one of the Cuts-All or the Sabertooth or the bigger names, but I like the way they work. They're expensive, and they do tend to wear out over time because they're ruby or diamond impregnated in the tip, and it gives me kind of a smooth sanding finish on that. So I started to cut his face, and you can see his nose is curved to the side. I did the rough layout on his beard, and I kind of gave him a little bit of movement. So if you're looking for a carving lesson here, the one thing you want to, when you're doing your design and setup, it's just like painting. Speaking of, if I've got a painting channel that I have been ignoring, also in this watercolor studio on the lake watercolor, you can go check that out. The link's down below, and I'll start posting back in that here in the next couple weeks. But I'm just going to go around and finish out the basics now. I've got the centerpiece lined out, being the mushroom with the spirit man, the gnome, which is my standard gnome, and you'll see a little bit of that in there. There are elements of this in several other videos. There's probably, I'm going to take a guess, 200 videos I have on the channel, and you can go and check those out as you like. But in the corner of the picture frame, I drew 3 oak leaves in, one up to the center and then 2 kind of faded to the side, and then I actually cut the frame in to the piece of wood there. So I really haven't started on the gnome other than drawing that out. It is all freehand. I didn't use any patterns on this. It's my standard, I call it advanced gnome, and in fact I think there's a video on an advanced gnome. The gnomes that we've been carving, a lot of the carvers, is a basic gnome, and there he is. There's my standard old school gnome. And I've got him sitting there so I can get the pattern of his, or get the idea of his face. So I'm back to a small round burr, and I'm just doing some of the relief work and laying out the face there. Here we went to ludicrous speed, and you'll see I'm going through and I'm kind of laying out. I'm trying to leave as much of this as I can because I want him to be proud, or standing proud, meaning depth. Not proud that he carved a spirit gnome, but I'm laying the rough out there, and then I'll come back with smaller burrs and different burrs and put the rest of the details in, and then I can go ahead and carve the background away. So there he is after the rounding out and laying him in there, and now I'm going to come back and I'll show you, I think, a little brief section in here, and there you have it. I cut the background down just a hair, and I will cut the background down even more. You can see other elements on the drawing there. There I'm doing the leaves in the corner. You can see a little scroll that I put in. This is upside down looking at the top. And I thought I was going to leave a scroll up at the center of the picture frame, and I didn't. You can see I'm cutting down in the corner of the frame, just like a frame would be if a leaf were laid on top of it. And again, I'm using that round ball because I can go in any direction that I want on that. So these are kind of fun. This is, like I said, this is done in pine, and you saw the finished product at the beginning there. I will go ahead and paint a couple more layers on that, and then probably put one more layer of shellac on it. I might even go with a clear shellac instead of the amber this time, but I don't know. But this guy will be done, and I'll keep it, and Jordy will give me the name of the person who won it, and then I'll go ahead and ship that out to you. So I'm going around and cutting in with the wood burner. That's an Ultima wood burner that I use mainly for the birds and stuff, but I also use it as stop cuts. So that's about the carving on this. I didn't give you a whole bunch of it. I carved this guy in there pretty rough, and I'm putting a coat of shellac on him, and then he will get taken in and painted. So here's the paint, initial paint. I'm going to go with a little brighter red and a little different blue on there. But this is one of the gnomes for, or one of the prizes for Jordy Johnson's World of Wood Carving Fusion Facebook group. And hey, Jordy, thanks for asking me to do that. I'm more than happy. It's always good fun. And I will do with a little diorama that will have the same elements of 3 gnomes. I've got a couple of different ideas for that. And that's the fun of doing this stuff, is someone throws something out there, and then you got to try to think of it. Now, I'll come up with 10 different ideas to do things and start several of them, and discard them, and then finally end up with a product. But here's a rough carved, kind of an old style plaque, and be sure and subscribe to the channel, like the channel, leave me a comment. A lot of you regulars do, and hey, thanks a lot for all the support on that. And I've got a couple of interesting videos coming up. So hey, thanks a lot. This has been Ben with Studio on the Lake.